Hello everyone and welcome to this second devlog for Little Big Adventure Purple Empire. Thank you for being here. So for this month we worked a lot on the camera and we worked a lot on other stuff that you can't really see, but still I will try to explain as best as I can what we did. So let's go into the game. So let's start from the beginning here. Nothing really changed since last time, but we did a few modifications on the camera and the transition between interior and exterior. So I will start with that. So as a reminder, I can move the camera with my right stick. So we added two interior. So we had the school. So here, of course, it's also when we import an interior, we can also test the importer. Here, everything works. And you see the small D-zoom and a small zoom when you go from interior to exterior. So please feel free to tell us what you think about it. Let me show you the second interior that we added. So here, yeah, I'm pressing the letter T on the keyboard so I can go faster. It's really useful when you want to go a little bit faster. So yeah, here you can still see zoom and de-zoom. So please tell us what you think. And we also added like, wow, dedicated camera. So while I'm here, I will show it to you. So for instance here on the cliff, it's here to help you see a little bit better where you're going. So you can go into the trail cave. Here, there's no trail cave for now, so we can come back. So it's kind of a mix between what was done in the original game and how we can adapt it to remake. Oh, let's go. You can see like every zone that existed in the original game. We try to rework them also. Here it works. Here there's a small zone here too. We also added small system to adjust if you lose Twinsen. And here the camera will try to move to make sure that you don't lose Twinsen. And same for the harbor here. The camera will move a little bit to help you like always see Twinsen. So this kind of small like improvements are super important in the overall game feel. So I'm sure you will like it, but please tell us if you don't. And let me show you something that we are testing. So really, it's a test. We are not yet really convinced about it. But we have like small, like an open question is that do we want to activate vertical movement? So yeah, of course it's cool to see the entire Citadel Island, but you need to also remind yourself that at some point you will have a magic ball to shoot or other stuff to shoot. That can be a bit sometimes like maybe overwhelming to have like all these possibilities with this kind of type of camera. So yeah, tell us what you think. Pretty sure that like that it looks cool, but you need to imagine that you have like of course weapons to use. And yeah, I've shown it last time. I think it's easier to see that now. You have two dino flags here. So yeah, this is for the cameras. And interesting like small stuff that I can explain a bit more. We also reworked and we are still reworking the importer. And for instance, these elements like the cones and stuff were not present in the previous build. So we are still like improving stuff. The buggy was not present. This kind of stuff, like as some of you know, you have like the Citadel Island, but we have what we call the Citabo. So being beau means like good weather in French. So you have Citadel in the rain and Citadel without the rain. Actually, the way the two islands are handled, it's a bit complex. It was not taught in the first game, so we had to adjust a little bit of things. And here in the first build, Zoe did not manage to go up because like this, like little like slope was handled in a different way. So all this kind of small stuff that we are solving step by step. So yeah, it's super important. So yeah, tell us what you think about it. So if you want to test it, if you are part of the Raymond tiers or the third tiers, you already have access. The build is already updated, so you can test it. Otherwise, you can just give us your feedback on the video. Well, thanks everyone, and see you next month.